Hey y'all, welcome to Crown Reads, where I read primarily oracle cards, affirmation cards, any kind of divination card, anything other than tarot. I'm usually providing messages for the collective as a whole, just messages that might be for guidance, insight, any little small gem that just might add to whatever you're already trying to walk through life with. I usually do intuitive reading with a combination of also reading out of the book and then also with whatever resonates with you intuitively. I think the combination of those three things can really give a good cohesive read on what one might need to hear in any particular situation. So I've already kind of meditated myself here on the cards, and I've already chosen a deck. Well, I've already been led to a deck, rather. So I'm going to shuffle from that one. I usually take jumpers, but also sometimes when they tell me to just pull a card and stop and do a spread or something like that, I'll do that. So these reads are meant to be quick and just any messages and quick downloads and things for the collective and anything that can be used for your highest good. Also, we have some important kind of planetary shifts that's going on this week as relates to the astrology of it all. I am not an astrologer. I have some of my own people that I follow, so just gonna leave that there for right there for now. That kind of gives me information and insight in that area since that's not my specialty. And just we have some major shifts going on, so I think it could just be useful right now to have some messages for the collective. Someone might be having some issue with like one of their calves or something on the back of their leg. Been having some weird feeling, kind of like check that out. Just had a weird muscle spasm there that came out of nowhere. So I'm going to assume that's something intuitive that I'm picking up there that might be helpful for someone. I'm not saying I just stick with this one, but I'm not getting... Okay. Okay, there we are. They wanted that one off the bottom. Okay. Okay, so they want these two cards. So... Wow. Okay, so we have Angel of Soul Love. Time to look at how you value yourself, issues of self-love, and also Angel of Addiction Healing. This is a time of positive transformation and healing. So I can definitely see a correlation between these two cards here. Let me kind of get a feel. Kind of getting some intuitive hits here. Okay, so it seems to be that there is something that you know needs to come to an end. I won't say it's as literal as addiction. It could be, but it is something, it does feel like something tangible that you may be doing. And of course, with any addiction piece, there's going to be a dependence on it. But for some reason, you develop some fear that there's some part of you that will not flourish the same or can't handle something if you're not using whatever this is as a crutch or a safety net. And the message is that working on the self-love is going to handle that. I can see there's, not to say it's not important to work some kind of program or something like that. And of course, there's an anxiety element to this, maybe any mood related elements to this. Can be a combination of things that can lead to someone feeling this way and kind of using any particular thing as a safety net or a crutch. But it seems like the way to resolve it is to focus more on self-love. Definitely gather insight, education on things, but they're just saying to turn the work inward and make it more of a loving place. Not even, of course, rehash, figure out what deeper things you may need to process. But love needs to be at the center of that. And a self-love, just really pouring into yourself really will do a lot. It almost feels kind of like if you just like bombard yourself with the self-love, it's almost kind of like you fast track a step. But you would really have to tap into that space. And the thing that's going to be tricky about it is that the self-love is going to be uncomfortable. Okay, because I'm kind of thinking to myself like, hey, so we can just kind of pamper and love on ourselves to the utmost and then go ahead and bypass maybe a couple of hurdles. But I just now understood what's going to be the challenge, and that's going to be that the self-love is going to be very, very uncomfortable. So there's going to be a push there. And in trying to manage that push, you also need to kind of process and try to tune in with what is making it so hard to give yourself this self-love. because it ideally would not be difficult because you are valuable, you are lovable. So for that to be uncomfortable somewhere, that message doesn't feel like it resonates with you. And that's really unfortunate, but that's why we have a solution for it. So it may be an unfortunate space to be in, but to know that you have something to do about it is all the power. So let me see if they want any clarifications here. Maybe one card. Okay. So I'm just gonna jump or. Know your worth. Okay, so this is definitely aligning here. And for some reason, I want to read this one. So just give me a moment to find it here in the book. Sorry, try to organize that a little bit better there. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so this one says you're on the right track, but you need to go steadily. Knowing that you're worthy of your desires is crucial here. Opportunities open up when you believe in yourself. Dig deep and move past negative comments from others. No matter what happened in the past, if you're aiming to manifest something for the good of everyone concerned, you can do it. Good self-esteem will also boost your manifesting powers. So love yourself more. Know your own worth and others will too. Be true to your values. The manifesting focus. This card is an especially good sign for matters related to property, possession, sensuality, love, self-belief, and self-worth. Your manifesting mindset. Acknowledge and make a list of your best traits. If you find that hard to do, ask a friend to tell you what's great about you. Wow, so that kind of just is right on par with what I was picking up with this card here in terms of that really loving on yourself being the way to kind of get through whatever hurdle this is. And it seems like, with the element of this being a positive transformation and healing, that seems to be that you're on the cusp of manifesting some kind of good. And it may have been difficult, or you may have gotten a bit discouraged or defeated about it because it really was for the good of everyone. Like this card is saying, it wasn't selfishly motivated. So for it to reach so many barriers when all you're trying to do is do good can be really, really defeating. Especially when sometimes it can feel like people who don't have the best intentions move right on through these things. So really just don't let yourself get too discouraged there. And to kind of reset and get back to this space where you can feel a little bit better about how you're moving is to check in with your worth and really, really hone in on that self-love. And when that self-love gets a little bit uncomfortable, do it even more. Push right through it. That really is going to get you over this hump that you're feeling here. So I think those are the messages that I have received here. I just want to make sure you have a view on all the cards pretty well. Let's see those. And this is the end of the read. I just want to say a few quick things because this is my first video. As you will see, there won't be any other posts before this one, obviously. And I just want to say I am an example of when you're feeling led to do something, to just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and go for it. Because of course I've set this channel up, kind of been led to do this and pull cards and kind of read here, but was just kind of taking it gradually and slowly. And today I came out of a meditation myself, and I just was in this space, and I was really connected with the divine and really receiving the messages that I could tell were going to be useful. And I just kind of like jumped right in and went for it. Setup wasn't perfect. I even said to myself, oh, I need to redo my nails. They started to chip a little bit. And I kind of had to giggle to myself a bit because who knows how helpful this message might be for someone. So to imagine that I would be depriving someone of a message for me that could be really helpful in whatever they have coming up next, and to be out of the alignment with the divine over nails, like the vanity of it all. So sometimes we just have to catch ourselves and say, hey, get it together. Let's go where you're led. So I just wanted to say I'm a shining example of that. If there's anything you've been hesitating on or anything you're getting defeated about, just go ahead and go for it. Go ahead and do it. And I hope these messages are helpful. So hopefully you'll come back. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see where all of this goes. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.